Welcome back to Stray Trains. We return to the Belgrave Line for the first time on this channel since 2022 for something I never thought we would see again. 3 carriage services on the Belgrave Line. Hope you enjoy the video. Now, you may have noticed these markings on platforms before, typically the older ones, but they're typically either white or yellow rectangles. They are to represent where the train is meant to stop, and typically because older stations used to have more common 3 carriage actions, each platform has 2 of these markings, one for 6-car trains and one for 3-car trains. Now, because Tacoma is one platform, the platform 1 has 4 different markings, 2 for 3-car and 2 for 6-car travel, 1 in each direction. Typically, the 3 carriage stop markings are meant to be located near where the entry or exit is to the station, so that the 3 carriage train stops where generally most people will be. Upway Station is a great station because there is a single track on the downside. This really demonstrates the 3-car stop in action, where we see 2 3-carriage trains stop in very different positions at the station.
Your next service to depart from Platform 1 will be the 12:21 Bayswater, stopping all stations to Bayswater. Due to a disruption to normal services between Bayswater and Ringwood or Bayswater, trains will terminate at Bayswater until further notice. Alternative transport will be arranged.
Here we are on a train towards Bayswater, where we depart Ferntree Gully Station. Because the entrance to Ferntree Gully Station is near the level crossing, the train arrives quite far back from where the typical 6-carriage train will arrive, and as a result, look how much we travel through the station before we actually pass the end of the platform. Now let's head to Upper Ferntree Gully Station, and here's a good example of the 3-car stop in action once again. Here is a 3-carriage extrapolis train in the siding here to the right at Upper Ferntree Gully sidings, and a service stopping way short of where the 6-carriage trains typically stop at. To give you an idea of where exactly they stop at, if you look at the bottom right of the screen, there is a wheelchair sign. That's to signify the front door of the carriage for anyone with a wheelchair of where to exactly board. So we take a look at this train stopping right now is exactly how short the train stops of where it typically would, and it's quite a big difference. Here at Upper Ferntree Gully sidings in a different road, we see 2 3-carriage trains that aren't coupled up and another 3-carriage train just sitting there. We'll talk about exactly why this was the case, that the trains are never coupled up in the yard, and why 3-carriage trains ran as a whole. Now we head to the terminus of the line, Belgrave Station, where due to timetabling, quite often there are 2 3-carriage extrapolis trains just sitting idle on platform number 1 and 2. In terms of what was seen on the destination headboards of the trains in the internal PIDs, towards Belgrave they were working as per normal. However, on the up, due to them terminating at Bayswater, some extrapolis services had the destination set to a Ringwood stop-stall service, whilst others just had special on the destination headboard and internal PIDs. Throughout the entire day, I did not see any Bayswater destination headboards, which would have been nice to see, so I'm going to guess that they aren't a thing on the extrapolis trains, which was very unfortunate because it would have been a great opportunity to get some Bayswater announcements and photos on the extrapolis trains. To conclude, we'll take a look at a dock out of Upper Ferntree Gully sidings. There was likely 2 reasons as to why we were treated to an absolute lovely throwback by Metro, being 3-carriage services on the Belgrave Line. Number 1, the shuttle between Bayswater and Belgrave only served a total of 7 stations, and all 7 of those stations aren't the busiest, meaning that the 3-carriage services were enough capacity for passenger demand. And number 2, and probably the main reason as well, is there weren't actually enough stables on this side of the works. The only place where they really could stable trains is Upper Ferntree Gully, and here we see off-peak with services every 30 minutes in this video, and there aren't that many trains in the yard, so needing to run at 6-carriage trains probably isn't enough, and then definitely during peak there just wouldn't be enough trains available. So it seemed that even if it was a really busy line, they could really only operate 3-carriage trains even if they wanted to operate 6. This is the first train coming out of the yard at Upper Ferntree Gully here, preparing for the PM peak. The train now must wait till the level crossing is down and the signal is set. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video. It was an absolute treat to make, and I think we'll leave it at that. Cheers.